What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So I'm going to review the 2025 album by Gustavo Lewis and Skip the Kid. One of the 2025 albums by Gustavo Lewis and possibly Skip the Kid as a collaboration. But this is a collaboration album here based on this product. It's called Supreme Macaroni and it came out in the fall of 2025. So this is pretty banner recent within these aspects here. This is a request review by Urban Odyssey U as far as these pitch albums. So accent type ordeals, pitches like that. So this is a banner type one. This is more low key type NY City flavored rap type flavor within the aspect of something that kind of brings back the vibes of like early and mid 90s kind of Nas, Mobb Deep, and Biggie in certain senses, and folks like that particular flavor, Wu-Tang within some type aspects. It gets back to that particular flavor just 30 years later within these pitches. So very much has like the city grease and aspects behind it just within the flavor, like pawn shop type places, more hole in the wall type aspects within the tone of this more. It's kind of more or less ground level type stuff within the aspect like trendy like the 2020s pitches like that, mid 2020s more within the fairs, but this kind of aspect it is something like the hopping arounds within pitches of taking it back to like 90s type flavor within those aspects. Because within the aspect, definitely one of the hearts of rap music within those times of the 90s type flavor was definitely NY kind of city grease pitches like that. It's like that flavor, continuing those particular aspects of getting that sparky typeness kind of going within those pitches. Very much feels like particular kind of NY City type flavor pitches like that would be of like folks that would probably work at like a place like Firehouse, Subzone type aspects. Just more low key with an aspect, just more straightforward kind of aspects within. Not so much just blue collar with the aspect, but just kind of more. Not so much the full bounce say hand them out, but just kind of the typical kind of get along within those pitches, like the standard just report and push as far as those pitches have. So Saxon type flair. This feels like a classic kind of NY kind of city type movie when you would think of something like Casino or some of those type ones within the pitch, you know, like Donnie Brasco, some of those type pitches within 416 excellent type ordeal. But I look after just within the product as far as saying this aspect, I recommend all 11 songs of this product here within these pitches, so it gets a 10 out of 10 within some of these type of aspects. You know, I would say Gustavo Lewis and Skip the Kid make a pretty wicked combo with this particular Ferris Excellent type products. There's some extra folks on here. Some of these folks do have like rate your music pages like Jules Clay, War Will Kill, some of these type ones. There's some other folks on here like Earn De Niro and Flypaper Blake as far as these pitch games. So excellent type of deals within the product. Yeah, to say Gustavo Lewis does have a rate your music page pitches like that. Excellent type product. So let's be able to say, so I recommend all these songs 10 out of 10. It's a real vicious type one on here would be Cal Ripken. It's like a nice heroin kind of late shift creep around to get within the aspects of it. Just grab some zags pitches like that. It's good for some erranding and grabbing like hot pockets pitches like that. Some of those type of ordeals. So this particular one, Cal Ripken is definitely a great song to rap to pitches like that within these ordeals. It's kind of a product of just like NY flavor kind of snack runs pitches like that. So it's basically getting particularly Gustavo Lewis kind of reminds me of like Royce the 5'9" within certain type pitches within the aspects as far as these pitches kind of go. But excellent type product here, just kind of getting some of that just NY kind of city fog pitches like that. So within the aspects here, great one just one to kind of immerse in as far as this pitch kind of just kind of the product to like some. Great song to kind of immerse in and just appreciate like the night ambience as far as this pitch comes. So just nice heroin type feel, takes back to early 90s, got excellent aspects. Particularly Supreme Macaroni is pretty nice on here as well. The title track, it's like a scattered and scrambled kind of block jumps to kind of get with the aspects of it here. Pretty similar to like Cal Ripken, but just a little bit more dismantled. It's like good song for some smoking, but it's kind of jarred about it. Some good park fare to kind of have with your pals, pitches like that. So those type of products are just out and around this, you know, local park, something like that within the legality of it. But it's kind of a good song to be alert to within these pitches. A little bit more scrambled within these aspects compared to like the particular tone about it. So it's just kind of product not cutting loose to like the public type aspects as far as like having problems within those pitches where there would be issues with like, you know, security or things like that within some of those pitches. It's the Faradis causing scenes, this kind of aspect, but it's kind of the tone. Enjoying like a good head trip pitches like that within the Faradis, keeping wits about it as far as this pitch kind of, but it's just a good type one for like the trippiness. There are some good ones on here. Like a nice one that's also like that is Left Wrist. Left Wrist is pretty good. It's like a few nights of good rounds, I'd say, in like a woozy type sense to kind of get here. Just a couple drinks too many, I'd probably say about this one, with just some good socials about it. So I'd probably say Supreme Macaroni is more smoke type fare. Supreme Macaroni is more smoke type fare, but Left Wrist a little bit more drink type fare. It's kind of a blurry where the city lights start to get blurry pitches like that. Just not on the town. I would definitely say about Left Wrist, definitely some of those type flares. Just appreciating like the aspect behind it. Excellent type flare. Frog and Needle is nice on here as well. It's like a good low-key kind of hot box and head trip type fair pitches like that. Say within the product of it, just some homies wild out. I'd definitely recommend to this. Kind of some creepier type fair, but kind of a 90s throwback within the aspects. So there are some ones that kind of restore that aspect to like hot boxing and just within like 90s Wu-Tang when you think of Old Dirty Bastard, Method Man, Ghostface, and stuff folks within the pitch is definitely the product of it. Just good type fair. standard chillax type fashion, I'd say, within the pitch behind it as far as those pitches can go. So this on out and around type ones, there's a good assortment of songs on here to get stuck to and like the city type grease of it. So it's kind of within the aspect of this kind of more popular. It's kind of within the fair. I mean, it kind of has more ghost town type vibes where it's not as full band popular. Definitely a graveyard shift type album within the pitch, but I think the product definitely to say about New York, some of the stuff fairs, it'd be good to kind of have the hopeful that there would be places kind of out and open within these pitches, as if everything doesn't close around 9:30 or 10 p.m. pitches like that. But it's just kind of probably some of those type fairs. It's easy to kind of smoke grounds pitches like that within those ordeals. It's kind of good fairs like that. Frog and Needles is some good aspects. Kind of have like those products. It's hella zags pitches like that. Just laughs in the car pitches like that. Standard memes and quotes as far as those pitches can go. Narco Noodles is pretty nice on here as far as these fairs can have. It's like a late shift lounging to get. Just some hotel gallivant and city weave, I'd say, within the aspects of it here. Just good, nice one for the TV on pitches like that. Just visit like some know your meme places like that. Some stuff ordeals with that. Just great song to talk to in the in betweens. So just basic kind of gallivant type noise, whether it is social places like hotel or motel, even some type pitches within it. Just kind of typical type, extra type fair within the product. Just like some time waste kind of gab pitches like that within those ordeals. Just kind of not so much loitering with an aspect of there being problems, but not so much loitering with an aspect of problems of it, but just kind of pitch like time waste as far as those pitch happen, just in putt and just social type spots pitches like that. TV on Sunset Fair is just easy kind of extra product. Price drop is pretty good on here as well. It's like a good elegant kind of demon time kind of merrymaking to kind of get with the aspects of it here. Good song for shopping, pitches like that. Just some homies dap and 411 within some type aspects. Great song to grab Chinese pitches like that and have like a couple Budweisers, good fairs like that. A few Budweisers within some type pitches. So it's kind of the fair. So shopping type music is just kind of more within the grime type aspect. Very much has like a more muddled type atmosphere. This is a pretty muddled type album within pitch, but it's excellent type product for like that city slogs for those pitch kind of. So just to miss the aspect, Chinese and Budweiser pitches like that, a couple DVDs, some of those type fairs, just shopping, pawn shop type fair pitches like that. Gift shops, thrift stores, some of these type places with an aspect for those tones have just to miss the ordeal behind it, but a good type product. That goes, and I would say price drop goes along pretty well with Humble Pie. I'd say within the aspects of it here, Humble Pie is like a throwback to like vintage kind of Mob Deep and Nas in like the 90s cents as far as these fairs gonna go. Just some city grease to get here, kind of a good pawn shop type song once again, just for some chat as far as this pitch is gonna happen. Just mingle, barter, some of the stuff aspects in the tones as far as like the standard fare just within the day commute of it. So it's good type pitch with some of these type ones out and around. Not every single one of these type ones is kind of within the aspect like the more night type product, but it's just kind of pitched to some of these day fair type ones just have it in a more Nas Illmatic type sense, and it was written some of those type fairs. The Mob Deep 1995 album, which I think was called Infamous or something like that within those sort of deals, but good type pitch for that. Cafe Bustelo is a nice one as well. It's like a creeping and a gas kind of city fog to get within the aspects of it here. Just a graveyard shift kind of stuck. It's a good graveyard shift kind of song, I'd say, within the products of it. Just kind of stuck within the song fair about it. Just almost bored, but kind of chipper as far as these pitch can go. So when I say almost bored, it's kind of the pitch where it's just not a real kind of lively type song within the pitch, like productive kind of getting things done within a rapid type aspect, but it's this kind of pitch is still being in the chipper type mode where it's just not rotten, kind of fuck everything pitch like that. It's just kind of ordeal, but I look after it. So this horrific kind of city fog pitches like that within those ordeals. This good type product for like Tassie, good type product for a slow moving kind of city weaving pitches like that within those ordeals. A good type fair. Ragu is nice as well within these pitches, like a drooping and tore up kind of residential or hotbox kind of powwow within some of these type pitches, whether it is more at the crib pitches like that or just some places with the aspect of just more vehicle centric pitches like that to kind of get some tear up kind of going. Standard spill, I'd say about this one, just has some Popeyes, some good type pitches like that, just standard white noise within some type aspects. So it's kind of more, kind of like I would say Narco Noodles, but just a little bit more within the pitch. It just not quite as like formal and quite as social kind of gallivant within those pitches for those formats kind of just a little bit more within the aspect, just more off to the wayside within the fairs of disc. Not so much full bound kind of public within those pitches, but just kind of within product, just good smoke type product fairs like that. It's good to have further hot box type ones within pitches like that, like Frog and Needle, some of those type ones I'd say. Trying to think of other songs I haven't talked about on here within these pitches. I want to say, I'm not sure if I talked about Thunder Lips, but Thunder Lips is a nice one. Thunder Lips like a jury and head trip kind of city weaving to get within these aspects here. Just good taxi and car horn. Thunder Lips like good taxi and car horn kind of noise within those aspects as far as these pitch can go. Just typical kind of urban goes as far as those pitch can have. So just more city type fare. It's typical kind of city product. This is a closer one to makeshift within those formats. It's kind of more amidst like the day fair within just like the weaving type aspects within some type pitches like extra type fare, just kind of the in and outs pitches like that, but just some good fare. Picking up like some snack. Picking up like Doritos pitches like that, some stuff where it deals within the in-between type sessions, just kind of the aspect of it, just standard day within the fair of like the report of it as far as this pitch can happen. Not so much full bound blue card, but just within the aspect like the least the relative day product of as far as this pitch gonna go. Typical type urban day. Adore is nice on here as well. It's like a dope, glared, and lofty kind of esteem about this song as far as these pitch gonna happen. Good product here. It's like a basic after hours kind of city product to kind of get within the fare behind it. Just neighborhood kind of run. Pitch like that. Just pickups and zags, some type fare. So it's just kind of one of those type ones for some city weaving within those aspects, but it just kind of has. It has graceful type aspects about it within the same type product when you think of Nas and Mobb Deep, some type folks. So it's kind of the tone of just like kind of going throughout the neighborhood, but just kind of the pitch as far as just the product of definitely say this song has like the urban appeal about it as far as these pitches can have, but it just has better composition within these pitches. Whether it is, you could possibly be picking up like a blazer or something like that, getting some dress shoes, some of those type of ordeals. So it's just kind of the pitch. It has a little bit of steam about it within some of these type fairs. So it kind of weaves between that. Some of these are more city grease type ones, but there is some aspects on here, particularly like when you think of Cal Ripken, Adore, some of these type ones, certain type fashions within, particularly left wrist, some of these type ones that do have like the elegant, not the elegant typeness of going from like the grease to like more esteem within those pitches, a little bit more shiny within the aspects for those pitches kind of goes. So just the aspect of that, good type here, but definitely picking up some zigzags pitches like that just from those ordeals. So I think I talk about every song on here, just being able to say within those products. Yeah, I would say 10 out of 10 album pitches like that. Some banner type appeal, getting this new type sense. Is definitely a good hungry type product on the scene as far as these pitches can happen. Like particularly Gustavo Lewis at least has a good series of albums, pitches like that, and I'm thinking he might have a few more collaborations with Skip the Kid as well within some of these products within it. But section type fare, being able to get towards it. So social score I'd probably give either like a 9.75 or 10 out of 10. I look within the fare, this product is definitely, it's familiar to like traces of 90s kind of NY hip hop pitches like that within some of the fares, and it nails it within the appeal, just getting like a banner type ness. It doesn't have much of a learning curve within these pitches as far as these formats can have. It has some good type appeals. The production on here is real excellent within these pitches. Just basically like getting like some further kind of city grease within those aspects, and just like in between type runs, hitting up like Firehouse, hitting up some of these type places, Subway, some of these type aspects within these tones, Arby's, some of these type places, getting like standard snacks and getting standard snacks, Doritos, goods, pitches like that within some of these type ordeals. The hot box type songs are definitely good on here. Some of these hotel and motel type songs are pretty good within the aspects. Pawn shop visits, pitches like that, just some good barter and pitches like that for like socialize within the Gab Lakes and Dayfair, and even a couple makeshift type ones, like at least like Humble Pie, some of those type ones, and Adore, some like Humble Pie and Thunder Lips, some of those type of ordeals. So it's kind of the products. I would say 10 social within those aspects. So in terms of the future, like this is pretty much the future as far as these pitches can happen. This came out the month that I'm reviewing this, October 2025, pitches like that. So it's within those ordeals. It's good product from Gustavo Lewis, some of these type fairs within excellence, and Skip the Kid as well within these type pitches. A good banner type product here nails the appeal.